We are live from the Shakopee Ice Arena, Shakopee, Minnesota. We have some Minnesota State High School hockey action. This is the Shakopee Sabers JV boys hockey team playing host to the visitors from Gentry Academy in the Northeast Metro. They are the AllStars. That's not a commentary on their play style or group of boys. That's actually just their team name. Their mascot is called the AllStars. So we'll probably call them something for short, like the Stars or something like that. But Gentry comes in to visit the Sabers. Sabers having won their first two contests. A 3-1 victory over Egan. A 4-2 victory over Rogers, and now come into their third contest of this young season. Starting in net for the Sabres, number 1, Logan Avery in net for the Sabres, getting his first start of the season. And we are live. The puck is dropped. Sabres start out with their dominant top 5. It's Davis centering this top line with O'Neill and Sawyer. on the right and left. And then back on D, Fletcher Reinhardt and Evan Radke. Gentry exits the zone quickly. And he'll get a shot in on Avery. And Avery glances that one off the top of his helmet. Comes loose to Sawyer. Sawyer moves it to Radke. Radke looks up ice. Lays it off the glass. Takes a bump. Now Gentry will dump it back in the zone while they're changing. Jackson Tolan, fresh off the bench, turns it up ice. Looks cross ice, finds Schmitz. Good to see Dylan Schmitz back on the ice after taking a bump in the first game. Dylan Schmitz pinned up against the wall. On to help is 32 Gavin Carlson. And centering this line, number 6 Colton Krizak. Gentry dumps the puck in. Tolan, his D partner Harris Gaston, swings it back around to him. Nice stick work by Jackson Tolanen. Long stretch pass by Krizak. Icing is waved off as Schmitz chases that one behind the glass. Carlson there to help. Carlson picks it up from behind the net, looks for options, puts it out front for Krizak. Krizak just tied up. Nice step up by number 18 Harris Gaston. And puck comes out to center ice. Third line on for the defense. Number 12, Ethan Hensley. Gentry works it out. Big block shot by Gavin Carlson. Blocks it, picks it up, moves it to center ice. Krizak pressuring now. Gentry regroups in their own zone. Cross ice pass. Broken up. Comes to the stick of Hensley. Hensley quickly over to Dornbos. Dornbos, nice thread through the middle. Gets it to Hurst. Hurst gets taken down. Arms in the air. Heilman chases it in the corner. Empty net for the Sabres. Well, they're on a delayed penalty. And we get a touch by Gentry. So we get our first whistle. 12:35 remaining here. In this first period, score is 0-0. And the Sabres are going on a power play. Power play unit out for the Sabres. It'll be O'Neill, Sawyer, Heilman, Davis, and Reinhardt. Sawyer takes the draw, wins it to Heilman. Heilman gets his stick lifted, looks back again. Low hard shot, blockered into the corner, picked up by Davis. Davis works it down to O'Neill. O'Neill working from behind the net, gets it up to Sawyer at the point. Sawyer moves it to the middle for Reinhardt. Reinhardt shoots through traffic, deflects off the stick, goes up in the netting, and we get a whistle. Minute 45 remaining in the Sabre power play. Nice job by Jackson Hurst to collect that puck in the middle, make a move, a hard move towards the zone, and collect the penalty for the Sabres. So Davis to Reinhardt, Reinhardt to Sawyer, Sawyer from the top of the circle, looks for options, puts it back to Reinhardt, Reinhardt from between the dots, rebound picked up by Heilman, Heilman with a chance, moves it out to Sawyer, Sawyer quickly to Reinhardt, Reinhardt down to O'Neill, O'Neill, cross ice pass, Davis shot! Just blocked it away. I think that hit the knob of the stick. Davis from the corner, up top for Reinhardt. Reinhardt walking in, moves it over to O'Neill. And little Sawyer. Sawyer shoots. Wow! Again off the knob of the stick. And up into the netting. Nice puck movement by the Sabres here on this power play. A lot of great tape-to-tape passes. This group looking real strong. Minute 11 remaining here in the Sabre power play. Sawyer will take the draw. Wins it over to Heilman. Heilman moves it down low for O'Neill. O'Neill from behind the net. O'Neill looks for options. O'Neill moves right in front. Tries to shoot it back across the crease. Gets deflected behind. Davis picks it up. Davis looking for options. Feeds it to O'Neill from behind the net. O'Neill lays it off the glass for Sawyer. Sawyer collects from the blue line. And he'll crisscross with Reinhardt. Sawyer leaves it for Davis. Davis, right from the dot. Big shot, goal. They gave Cole Davis all kinds of time and space. And from the top of the dot, any one of these guys on that top line is going to be lethal from that location. And Davis puts a low, hard shot in on net. And the Sabres go up 1-0. So Sabres convert on their first power play opportunity. Next lineup for the Sabres, Krizak, Carlson, and Schmitz. Sabres win the draw back to Tolanen. Tolanen to Gaston. Gaston moves it back up the wall, takes a bump, puck comes loose down to Tolanen behind the net. Tolanen uses that big frame to shield the puck, and Tolanen will take it blue line, red line, blue line, puts it off the back glass. Now Gentry will look up ice. Comes loose to Reinhardt. Broken stick in the middle of the ice. Tolanen. Cross ice pass just out of the reach of Krizak, as he'll chase it, and it is icing. That'll bring the face-off down there. Shots on goal right now, 5 for the Sabres, 2 for Gentry. Next 5 up. Actually, they swapped out their next 5 up for the Sabres. We got Nelson, Heilman, Iserman. Heilman in the clear. He'll toe drag across. And a big save. That one burns 10 seconds off the clock. Good scoring chance there by number 29, Nathan Heilman. So this line is Nelson, Carter Nelson, the sophomore, number 5, will take the draw. He's got Heilman and Iserman to his right and left. Hensley back on D, tries to stick handle his way through, and it comes back out to center ice where Hensley gets some help from Heilman. Heilman's cross ice pass to Iserman. Iserman finds Nelson in stride, but Nelson can't quite contain the pass. Comes back down for Hensley. Hensley battling from behind his net, puts on the brakes. Nice footwork there by Ethan Hensley. Moves it over to Dornbos. Dornbos looks for options from behind his net, lays it off the boards for Hensley. Hensley backhand pass to the top of the zone. Nice job by Heilman to pick that up. Gets it over to Iserman. Iserman tries to loop it into the zone, but instead puts it into the Gentry bench and tags one of their backup goalies right in the mask. So Sabres will have a neutral zone draw. Very neutral zone. They'll move it to center ice. Davis will take the draw with Sawyer, O'Neill, Radke, and Reinhardt completing this fivesome. Comes over to Reinhardt. Reinhardt battling in the corner. Comes loose to Radke. Radke behind the net. Tries to put on the brakes. Loses the puck. Puck scoots loose. Picked up by Davis. Davis over to O'Neill. O'Neill lays it off the boards for Davis. Davis off the boards for Sawyer. Now Sawyer works it into the zone with some speed and authority. Tries to find Davis as the puck is rolling towards the net. It rolls in on the goalie, and he puts a paw on it. Good scoring chance there by the Sabres, creating a lot of chaos in transition. That was just high-level hockey IQ right there. Davis wins the draw back to himself. Backhand shovel. Puts it wide. Comes out to the point for Radke. Radke quickly over to Reinhardt. Reinhardt back to Sawyer. Just misses the outstretched stick of Cody Sawyer. Picked up by Cole Davis. Davis working out of the corner. Davis, cross-ice pass gets deflected. Was intended for Reinhardt, but that caught a stick on the way in. Reinhardt chases it all the way back down. And he'll turn up ice. Finds Cody Sawyer. Sawyer lays it off for Davis. Davis quickly over to O'Neill. O'Neill, shot! This goes wide. Comes out to the point for Radke. Radke looks for options. Leaves it for Sawyer. Sawyer gets it to Radke. Radke backhands it down low for O'Neill. O'Neill from behind the net. Gets some help from Davis. Davis moves it cross ice. Reinhardt puts it down low for Sawyer. Sawyer out front for O'Neill. O'Neill's shot deflects up into the netting. That caught a stick on the way in. Great puck movement by the Sabres. Man, oh man, they're looking good right now. They're knowing where to find each other on the ice. They're playing as a real unit, that top 5. So now we got Krisak, Carlson, Schmitz, Tolanen, and Gaston. Krisak wins the draw, gets it back to Tolanen. Tolanen down low for Carlson. Carlson working out of the corner, trying to kick the puck loose from the Zamboni door. Gets some help from Krisak. Now back to Carlson in the corner. Krisak moves it around the other side. Krisak leaves it for Gaston. Gaston moves it back to Schmitz. Schmitz to Tolanen. Tolanen down to Krisak. Krisak looking for options. Moves it behind the net, tries to get it to Schmitz, but that goes in his skates. Scoots loose, comes out to the point, but Gaston holds the zone. And Schmitz holds the zone on the other side. Sabres just everywhere that they need to be right now. Schmitz moves to the point for Gaston. Gaston quickly over to Tolanen. Tolanen moves it down to Krisak. Krisak, puck loose out front. That one slides through the blue paint as Dylan Schmitz was tied up. And they hold it into the zone again. Carlson will shoot. That goes just wide. I think it caught a pad on the way in. Schmitz battles for it. Tries to go short side. Goalie pinched an elbow and kept it out of the back of the net. Krisak. Sabres with so much offensive zone time here. This is just remarkable. Schmitz goes off for a change. Krisak. That was a good clean hit from Krisak as the All-Star, as the Gentry player was looking right at him. You don't want to hit somebody like that from behind, but when that guy's just standing there flat-footed with his head up, that's you're just asking to get tagged, and Krisak was happy to oblige. Now Nelson will take the draw. He's got Hurst and Heilman with him. Wins it cleanly over to Hurst. Hurst drops it back for Dornbos. Dornbos puts it down low. His D partner Hensley there to meet at the blue line, but the Stars escape. Big body there by Heilman. Comes over to Dornbos. Loose man in front, and Logan Avery has to make a reflex save to keep this a one-goal game. 6:40 remaining here in the first period. Sabres lead 1-0. Sabres win the draw, back to Hensley. Hensley leaves it for Nelson. Nelson tries to fight Hurst on the exit pass. Comes around the boards for Hurst. Hurst leaves it for Heilman. Heilman, puck down low for Nelson. And Hurst tripped up on the blue line. Careful. Ice is slippery. Rolls in on Avery, and he will cover. 6:06 remaining here in the first period. Sabres will get a fresh 5 out. Sabres will come back with that line that's been so lethal. Davis, O'Neill, Sawyer, Reinhardt, and Radke. Stars win the draw. It's O'Neill and Davis battling for it. Now Radke gets it over to Sawyer. Sawyer stretch pass. Too hot for O'Neill. O'Neill bodies his man off the puck in the corner. And that goes all the way down, and it will be icing. Sabres playing a good physical game so far, making Gentry think twice about where they are on the ice. That'll pay dividend much later in the game as the Sabres are really leaning on him. Radke, quick pass over to Reinhardt. Reinhardt finds Davis out loose in front. Good stick lift by Cole Davis. Squirts it loose for Cody Sawyer. And Gentry muscles it out of the zone, but it's picked up by Radke. Radke skates the puck back in. He's into the zone cleanly. And he'll move it cross ice onto the tape of O'Neill. O'Neill back to Reinhardt. Sabres will set up. Reinhardt to O'Neill. O'Neill puts it in the corner. Puck wraps around the boards. Radke holds the zone. He's going to look for an option. Radke thinks about shooting, but instead moves it back to O'Neill on the back door. Now it's Davis battling for it, and finally we get a whistle. Sabres putting the pressure on this Gentry All-Star team. Next lineup for the Sabres, this is Krisak, Carlson, and Schmitz, Tolanen, and Gaston. Krisak to take the draw. Into the corner goes Krisak and Schmitz. Schmitz wins the stick battle, gets it off to the point for Gaston. Gaston walks the line. And with reverse directions, go back the other way. He sees Carlson loose in the blue paint. That comes back out to Tolanen. Tolanen shields the puck, gets it over to Gaston. Great puck control there by Jackson Tolanen. And finally the puck scoots loose. Gaston, who's getting pinned against the board, knocks it loose, gets it back over to Carlson. Man, oh man. There is some team talent and individual talent on display right now with this Shakopee Sabers team. Krisak lifts the puck, cross ice. Schmidt's there. He's got to watch out. He's getting ready to get bumped. Gains the red line, so he'll dump it in and go off for a change. Carlson chases the puck down. Puck comes back to center ice. Sabres were able to change one forward, but not the rest of them. So Sabres have a little bit of an awkward line right now. Big long stick by Jackson Tolanen. Ties up his man, and we got an arm in the air. And I think we're going to call a slash. And I don't know if that's a Sabres slash or a Gentry slash. Looks like it's indeed 16 Jackson Tolanen going to the box for a slash. So 3:42 remaining. Sabres with the 1-goal lead, and they're going to go on the penalty kill. Penalty kill unit out for the Sabres. Number 5, Carter Nelson. 13, Evan Radke. 29, Nathan Heilman. And 15, Fletcher Reinhardt. There's Nelson out to front the puck. Good puck movement here by Gentry. And they're going to move it cross ice to the weak side. Avery gets a glove on it, goes wide of the net, behind the net. Reinhardt chases Heilman with that long reach. Comes to the backside. Radke blocks the shot. The loose puck in front comes out, and Radke lays it off the glass out to center ice. Heilman giving pressure. Now Gentry into the zone. Comes off the skate of Radke. Onto this tape of Reinhardt, and Reinhardt finally can send it down. Sabres will get a breather. Minute 6 remaining in their penalty kill. Gentry will enter the zone on the near side. Sabres were able to change 2. Radke and Reinhardt still back on D. Now it's Carlson and Schmitz up front. Puck loose behind the net. Radke gets to it first, lays it off the boards. Now Schmitz looks up ice. He's got some speed and some time and some space, so he'll waste some clock as he makes his way towards the net. Oh, it's just a man with a boy. My goodness. Oh. The Gentry defenseman tried to put a body on Dylan Schmitz, and Dylan Schmitz just walked right through him. And the Sabres cleared all the way down, and that should clear off the penalty. 3-2-1. Sabres are back to full strength. And that pass misses all targets and is icing. So we got a minute 35 remaining here in the first period. Sabres kill off a penalty, and they are now back to 5-on-5 hockey with a 1-goal lead. Next 5 up for the Sabres. Davis, Sawyer, O'Neill, Schmitz, and Radke. Back to Reinhardt. Reinhardt from behind the net. O'Neill reverses directions back to Cole Davis. Davis finds Reinhardt. Reinhardt puts it towards the net. And he had Sawyer out front. He got just tied up, and the goalie was able to put a glove on it. Sabres have an offensive zone draw. Davis to take the draw. Wins it back. Radke steps forward, puts a poke check set up to Cody Sawyer. Cody Sawyer from behind the net, wraps it around the boards, comes out to O'Neill. O'Neill lifts the stick, holds the puck, wraps it down low for Sawyer. Sawyer over to Davis. Davis with his back to the net. Radke holds the zone. And yet another Gentry All-Star on their butt. Now it's a 3-on-2 for the Sabres. Davis into the zone, moves it to Sawyer. Sawyer with all kinds of time and space. Loose puck in front. O'Neill gets a shot at it. O'Neill gets bodied off the puck, and they'll loft it back out to the point for Radke. Radke puts it down low for Davis. Davis controls the puck. Moves it to Radke. Radke will shoot from far out. Low hard shot. Sawyer takes a swipe at it. Now Reinhardt battling at the half wall. Sawyer there to help. Gets it down to Davis. Davis from behind the net. Davis out to the tape of O'Neill, but he shoots it high and wide. 13 seconds remaining. Radke down to Davis. Davis kicks it out front for O'Neill. Now Sawyer takes a hit into the boards. Here comes Davis. All right, that'll do it for the first period. Sabres record 15 shots on goal to the Gentry AllStars 4. And Sabres take a 1-goal lead into the first intermission. We'll be back with you after they resurface the ice. All right, Sabres are coming back onto the ice for the second period. About 90 seconds left before this intermission clock runs out. Sabres looked real strong here in that first period. Logan Avery in net, getting his first high school hockey action. Had 4 saves in the period. A couple of big ones, too, from real close in where he had to make some reflex saves. One of them he took right off his head, because that was his first high school hockey shot right off of his head. So as the Sabres get ready to drop the puck, we'll remind our viewing audience that both the varsity and JV hockey teams come January will get a chance to play in Hockey Day, Minnesota. There is a Black Friday sale that is happening now to get your lowest priced tickets of the year. Prices go back up after Cyber Monday. So go online to hockeydaymn.com to get your Hockey Day Minnesota tickets and get to see this Sabre team play outdoor hockey here in Minnesota. All right, second period. 15 minutes on the clock. Sabres carry a 1-goal lead, a first period goal by the sophomore number 7, Cole Davis. Gentry escapes. Stick lift by Radke. Now the Sabres are back the other direction. They'll move it to O'Neill. O'Neill lays it off for Davis. Davis into the zone. Reinhardt chases the puck down low. Back to Davis. Davis will shoot from a tight angle. And that gets held. 14-31. Sabres will have an offensive zone draw. Same 5 will stay out for the Sabres after 29 seconds of ice time. Davis will take the draw. Wins it cleanly back to Radke. Radke, low hard shot, just whizzes wide of the net. Reinhardt picks it up, walks it in. They flip it out. Sawyer's back for Reinhardt. Davis pestering. Sawyer bodies his man off the puck. Puck scoots loose for Radke. Radke accelerates behind the net. Moves it up to Davis. Davis ahead for Reinhardt. Reinhardt gets the puck in deep. The deep pair heads off for a change. Now Davis. Cross-ice pass intercepted. Comes out to Tolanen at center ice. Tolanen tries to move it over to Gaston. Gentry continues to work their way towards. Now Tolanen sees a lane. Blue line. Taps it ahead to Davis. Out to the point. Gaston holds it in with his backhand. Gets the puck down low. Now the Sabres will set up their forecheck. Krisak gets to it first. Gentry lays one high off the glass. Gaston will be the first one to it. And he backhands it over to Tolanen. Tolanen gets pinched up against the board. Krisak doing what the center should over there to help. Comes out to the point. Now Carlson holds it for Krisak. Krisak into the zone. Tries to slide it over to Schmitz, but that goes up into the netting. And we get a whistle with 13-12 remaining here in the second period. Now it's Reinhardt and Dornbos back on the blue line. Krisak, Schmitz, and Carlson up front. Reinhardt intercepts the pass. And now the All-Stars are back the other way, and they'll shoot from far out. That goes off the glove of Avery. Checks to see if he still has it, and he does not. Puck is behind the net. And the puck comes down. Gentry regroups. Carlson giving pressure. Now Schmitz pressuring. Krisak breaks it up at center ice. 3-on-2 for Gentry as they enter the zone. Dornbos pestering. Now Reinhardt pestering. Top of the circle. Reinhardt chasing around. Carlson. Puck moves through. Dornbos takes a bump. Now Carlson pinched up against the glass, but Krisak picks it up. Krisak tries to move it up. Now Schmitz is in an offside position. He'll have to regroup. Gets picked up by Carlson. Carlson walks into the zone. Nice through. Shoots from far out. Blocked on the way in. Puck off the boards. Reinhardt, Krisak. No, that's Nelson now. Number 5, Carter Nelson. And that will be on net. So Radke will pick that puck up and look back up ice. Radke quick tries to fire a shot down for Hurst. And Sabres were definitely offsides there, but no whistle. Comes over to Radke. Radke will shoot from far out. That goes off the pipe. Nelson battling in the corner. Chops at it. Now Radke breaks up the puck right at the blue line, but it gets swatted into the Gentry bench. So we'll have a neutral zone draw with 11:22 remaining here in this second period. Davis will take the draw. Wins it so cleanly that it goes right past Gaston into the corner. Gaston wraps it around the boards for Tolanen. Tolanen tries to lay it off the boards for Sawyer, but it comes back to Gaston. Gaston up to O'Neill. O'Neill ahead for Sawyer. Sawyer into the zone cleanly. Tries to move it cross ice, but that gets broken up. It comes right back to Sawyer. Sawyer shields the puck into the corner. Puck back down low. O'Neill will pressure. Gets to it first. Lifts the stick. Controls the puck. Lifts it to Davis. Davis. Working out of the corner. Back to O'Neill. O'Neill from the corner. We'll try the other side. And we'll spin and fire. That goes wide. Sawyer leaves it for Davis. Davis from behind the net. Wraps it high off the glass. Sawyer there to pick it up. Sawyer out to the point for Gaston. Gaston right back where it came, and the puck scoots out. Tolanen last man back. Gaston chasing. Gaston grabs the puck right off of his stick. Great foot speed there by Harris Gaston to get back, and we got an arm in the air, and they are going to take somebody to the box. Who is it going to be? It's Davis. They're taking Cole Davis to the box, and I think they called a holding on Davis. So 10:07 remaining here. Sabres are going on the penalty kill on the Davis holding penalty. Penalty killers are Krisak, Carlson, Reinhardt, and Radke. Krisak will take the draw. Wins it to Radke. Radke into the corner. Comes over to Krisak, and Krisak sends it all the way down. Carlson pressuring. And Gentry dumps it in, and Radke works the puck up the boards. Controls the puck into the neutral zone, and he'll lift it deep. Carlson giving a little bit of forecheck pressure here on this penalty kill. Minute 27 remaining in the penalty kill. Shot comes in on Avery, and he saw that one all the way in, right into his glove. Minute 18 remaining in the Sabre penalty kill. They'll have a defensive zone draw and get a chance to get 4 fresh legs out. Now it'll be Schmitz, Heilman, Tolanen, and Gaston penalty killers for the Sabres. Heilman on the draw. Gentry controls out to the point. Heilman lifts the stick. Puck from behind the net. Gaston battling for it in the corner. Heilman comes to help. Puck scoots loose. Now Gaston to it first. And he'll pinch the puck up against the boards. Waits for a little bit of reprieve and finally gets it out from the corner. Puck in front. Pad save by Avery. Out to the corner. Big shot through traffic. Right into the chest pad of Logan Avery. Hit him right in the Sabre logo. Avery right where he needed to be. 39 seconds remaining here in the Davis holding penalty. Heilman will take the draw. Comes to Tolanen. Tolanen tied up in the corner. Puck scoots towards Avery, and Avery reaches out and puts hold on it. Tolonen took exception to getting hit after the whistle. A little skirmish. No blood, no foul. 31 seconds remaining in the penalty kill. Comes out to Tolonen. Tolonen squirts his way through, gets the puck over to Gaston, and Gaston tries to bank it off the glass, but instead it goes up into the Gentry bench. And since that pass came from this deep part of the zone, the draw will come from that same spot. 8:33 remaining, 25 seconds left in the power play, and that goes up into the netting. 20 seconds remaining in the penalty kill. Sabres will change up their deep pair. Now it's Radke and Reinhardt back out. Heilman ready to take the draw. Heilman lifts it back in to the top of the point. Another quick reflex save by Avery keeps the Sabres clean. Loose puck in front. Scooped up finally by Schmitz. Schmitz tries to skate the puck out. Radke last man back, and it rolls in on Avery. So 8 minutes left here. Good flurry of scoring chances here by Gentry Academy. But Avery equal to the task. A lot of chaotic moments in front of the net. This sophomore standout goalie held strong. Pass intercepted by O'Neill. O'Neill gets it ahead for Sawyer. Sawyer's in alone. Here comes Cody Sawyer. Forehand, backhand goal. My goodness. You just can't do that, folks. You want to win games, you can't let Cody Sawyer do that because he will make you pay. Goal Sabres. That's going to be Sawyer from O'Neill. O'Neill intercepted the pass in the D zone. Moved it ahead for Sawyer, who had clear path to the goal. Yeah, he knows what to do from there. 7:45 left. Here comes O'Neill again. O'Neill into the zone quickly. Buries his shoulder, gets the puck into the corner. Now down low. Reinhardt leaves it down for Davis. Davis from the red line. Soft pass in front, loose puck in front. Gentry off the other direction. Poke checked off by Reinhardt. Reinhardt has to hold as his team was tagging up. Now Reinhardt slashes towards the goal, and he'll put a backhand shot on net. That puck is pinned behind the net. It comes back out. Radke holds it at the top of the zone, and he'll make his way down low. Gets the puck in for Davis. Davis out for Sawyer. Sawyer from between right down Broadway puts that one wide. Reinhardt quickly over to Radke. That hops Radke's stick. But he moves it ahead. Now Radke into the zone. He's got Davis with him. Radke moves it over to Davis. Davis leaves it for Hurst. Hurst fresh off the bench. Tries to move it back into the middle. That gets broken up. Icing is waved off, so Radke will have to chase this one all the way down. Puck tied up in the Zamboni door. Radke picks up the puck, gets it over to Heilman. Heilman quickly over to Hurst. Hurst looking for options. He moves it towards the net. Heilman and finally Nelson there to put it on net. 6:18 remaining here in the first period. Sabres lead 2-0. Now it's Nelson, Hurst, Heilman, Gaston, and Tolonen. Nelson wins the draw to Hurst. Hurst gets the puck up, but now the AllStars are on a breakout. Tolonen slides over. .608 remaining. Gentry took exception to Tolonen sliding. Call that a slide tackle, but he was just blocking shots as that shot came in and Avery shouldered that puck up into the netting. The Gentry player couldn't stop in time and went over the top of Tolan and got up and whacked him in the shins, and Tolan just stared him down. It's like, bro, I got 9 inches on you. Radke pinches Gentry up against the boards. Carlson battling for it with Radke and Carlson battling in the corner. Puck scoots loose. Carlson picks it up and does find open ice and gets it across ice to Schmitz. Schmitz tries to make a move towards the net. That gets left at the top of the zone. Dornbos was there to try and grab it, but it gets deflected up into the stands. So they're going to, because the puck was already in the zone, Sabres will have a offensive zone draw. And we've got the line I'm affectionately dubbed the cheat code out. Davis, Sawyer, O'Neill, Reinhardt, and Radke. Davis will take the draw. Reinhardt at the point, gloves it to Sawyer. We got a whistle because I'll call that a hand pass. Sawyer batted it, or Reinhardt batted it, and Sawyer was the first to touch it. So 5:36 left here in the second period. Same 5 out for the Sabres. Davis, O'Neill, Sawyer, Radke, Reinhardt. Davis on the draw, wins it to Radke. Radke wraps it around the boards, but that's a little too strong, and that will go down for an icing. Tried to spring Sawyer on the backside, but a little too much muscle. So they'll reset with 5:30 remaining. They win it over to O'Neill. O'Neill to Reinhardt. Puck loose, comes to the stick of Radke. Radke finds O'Neill on the near side. O'Neill into the zone. He'll cross to the center. Moves it back for Reinhardt. Reinhardt thought about shooting. Comes loose for O'Neill. O'Neill moves it up to the point for Radke. Radke walks the line, shoots from far out. Sawyer was right where he needed to be in front of the net. Davis feathers it down to Sawyer. Sawyer backhand pass to O'Neill. O'Neill back to Sawyer. Sawyer to the point for Radke. Radke will shoot from far out. Padded into the corner. Reinhardt battling. Kicks loose for Sawyer. Cody Sawyer chasing that one down into the corner. Nice back check there by Sawyer and O'Neill. Sawyer and O'Neill coming on the backside. Now it's Davis and Reinhardt. Davis buries his shoulder, moves towards the net, and he'll walk in, and it's a goal. Fletcher Reinhardt taps it in after Cole Davis takes 3 steps through the neutral zone and absolutely leaves every Gentry player in their dust. And Reinhardt, well, you put it on a tee for him, he's going to tap it in from there, no problem. So Sabres now lead 3-0. See, that's just good veteran hockey by Fletcher Reinhardt. Knows that Sawyer and O'Neill were heavy on the back check and that he had D partners back, stays high and joins in the breakout. Sees Davis making a break for it through neutral zone and knows that, hey, this puck's about to come to me. Great heads-up play by Fletcher Reinhardt to put the Sabres up by another goal. Yzerman threads it ahead. And, icing is waved off. So it's Nelson, Heilman battling for it. Comes over to Yzerman. Yzerman out to Gaston. Gaston over to Tolanen. Tolanen from the top of the circle. Shot through traffic. Pad save. Back to Gaston. Gaston puts it down into the corner. Nelson will get to it first. Leans on his man. Puck into the corner for Gaston. Gaston tries to hit Yzerman on the breakout pass just beyond his reach. And they'll put it onto the tape of Tolanen. Tolanen chops a little bit of salad, lifts it to neutral ice, gains the red line, Now Heilman battling in front of his own bench, pops one up high. Good thing that these ceilings are high. Stretch pass just off the tape. Gaston will chase this one into the corner, puts his shoulder down, turns the puck back up ice, pokes it ahead, but stays in the zone. Now Gentry has skaters back. Reinhardt battling in the corner, pops it loose for Nelson. Nelson cross ice. So that's can't tell the difference between number 6 and number 5. So that was Krisak, not Nelson. Now Schmitz with the puck on his stick, moves it out to the point for Dornbos. Dornbos quickly over to Reinhardt. Reinhardt, low hard shot with bodies in front, and it's Gentry back the other way. Dornbos last man back. Shot blocked by Dornbos, but that'll be a costly block shot as that snapped his twig and sent the top of the stick into the corner. Now Krisak carries in, and he'll shoot. Block shot. Puck comes loose for Tolanen. Tolanen leaves it for Radke. Radke drops his shoulder, a low hard shot. Puck in front. Now Carlson gets on his edges, moves the puck around to Krisak. Krisak, nice move towards the middle by Colton Krisak. Far side, Radke. No, that was Schmitz. Schmitz all alone. And had all the sorts of time and space. Couldn't believe how much time he had. Waited to see what was going to emerge, and finally the goalie slid over and made a great save. Davis, Sawyer, O'Neill, Tolanen, and Radke. Davis will take the draw. Draw comes into the center. Here's Sawyer. Moves it to Davis. Nice hold by O'Neill. Nice goal! What a goal! What a feed from Cole Davis, and Cody Sawyer has picked up his second goal of the game. He lifted that saucer pass just perfectly onto the tape of Cody Sawyer. And Sawyer puts the Sabres up 4-0. That was sweet. What helped make that play was the real heads-up play by 23 Will O'Neill, recognizing that his line mate was checking his speed right at the blue line. He checked his zone entry and didn't go off sides, which was like there's no goal there if O'Neill doesn't make that black sweater. You do not want to be in the middle of a 29-16 sandwich. All right, that'll do it for the second period. Sabres lead 4-0. Shots on goal, 26-10, which means that's 6 second period saves for number 1 Logan Avery. We'll take a break and be back for the third period after they resurface the ice. We are back for the third period. Refs just stepping back onto the ice, leading the Sabers out. Front of the line, as always, their goalie. This time around, it's number 1, Logan Avery, making his high school hockey debut. And sitting on a, well, we won't use the S word, but 10 shots, no goals. As the Sabers are getting warmed up, we're going to remind all of our audience that Hockey Day Minnesota is coming up January 25th here in Shakopee. This is the best time to buy your tickets. They are on Black Friday sale right now. The most value, best price you will see. Prices will go up on Tuesday and won't come back down. So head on over to hockeydaymn.com. Text your friends, text your neighbors, tell them to go buy their tickets. We don't want anyone to have to miss out on the best deal available for Hockey Day Minnesota 2025 here in Shakopee. This Sabers JV team will be playing on the Hockey Day rink. Outdoor hockey in Minnesota in January. Love it. HockeyDayMN.com right now to get your tickets. As Sabres break the huddle, come out here for the third period. They're holding on to a 4-goal lead. A first period goal from Cole Davis. 2 second period goals from Cody Sawyer. And a fourth from Fletcher Reinhardt. Get us to the tally we have. And it is the cheat code line up first for the Sabres. Davis, Sawyer, O'Neill, Reinhardt, Radke. 15 minutes on the clock. The cage doors are closed. Let's do this. Reinhardt picks it up at center ice, loops back around, looks at his options. He'll fire it off the glass. Sawyer takes a big hit from behind. No call. Sawyer's got that guy lined up, and he's going to hit him. Radke chases the puck into the corner, picks it up himself, reverses directions. Now gets it over to O'Neill. Nice pass catch by O'Neill. Nice feather ahead to Sawyer. Sawyer picks up speed. Right hand goes forehand, backhand. Shot goes wide out to Davis. Davis reverses the directions, gets it over to O'Neill. Now O'Neill battling for the puck. Comes out to center ice. Puck into the zone. Rolls in on Avery, and he will cover. 14:03 remaining here in the third period. Sabres with a 4-goal lead. They'll get a fresh 5 out. Now we'll see Krisak, Schmitz, Carlson, Tolanen, and Gaston. Krisak on the draw. Gentry controls out to the point, intercepted by Schmitz. Schmitz gains the red line, dips his shoulder, walks in. Schmitz will shoot and score. Dylan Schmitz intercepts the pass. You give that kid open ice, he's going to hurt you. He's going to hurt you. That 2 quick strides as he gained the red line, dropped his shoulder, went around the corner, and then went top shelf. That is elite goal scoring by number 17, Dylan Schmitz. Sabres lead by 5. No assist on the Schmitz goal because he picked it up himself. Comes out to the point. Radke's shot gets blocked. That was Gaston's shot. Arm is in the air, but I think that they're going to call probably tripping on the Sabres. 13:35. And who's going to the box? They're going to put Dylan Schmitz in the box, but he looks a little perplexed. I don't know for sure that they got the right number, but tripping was the call. Might have been 18 Gaston, hard to say. Puck comes out to center ice. Penalty killers out for the Sabers. Carlson, Krizak, Tolanen, and Reinhardt. That's called finishing your check. And Reinhardt sends his skater to the ice and the puck all the way down. Gentry will regroup from behind their own net. Cross ice pass, misses all targets. Tolanen could have touched it but didn't, so icing was waved off. Tolanen sends it all the way down. Minute 9 remaining. Out to the point. Tolanen deflects the cross ice pass. Krisak out to front the shot, goes off his stick up into the netting. 12-12 remaining here in the third period, and 37 seconds left in the Saber penalty kill. Sabres will get 4 new skaters out. Now it's Nelson, Iserman, Radke, and I think Gaston. Nelson out to the point to challenge. Now Iserman comes out, blocks the shot. Iserman lifts it, but not out of the zone. Nelson there to scoop it up and does get the puck down deep. 20 seconds remaining. Iserman picks up the puck, puts it back into the zone. Gentry's shot from far out goes off the pipe. You can hear that one from up here. Sabres back to full strength. They kill off another penalty. Iserman chops at it. They hold the zone, but Nelson picks it up and he'll send it all the way down. Not sure why. Was a little bit of a mental lapse by the Sabres. That was an icing call with plenty of open ice ahead of them. Now it is Davis, Sawyer, O'Neill, Reinhardt, and Dornbos out. Davis picks it up, gets it ahead to O'Neill. O'Neill takes a hit, but gets the puck over to Sawyer. Sawyer puts on the brakes, moves it out to Dornbos. Dornbos evades one, leaves it for O'Neill. O'Neill thinks about moving it back to the blue line and does for Sawyer. Sawyer will shoot through traffic, goes off the stick of Davis. Comes out to the top of the zone, but Sawyer holds it in. Puck down low. Davis will get there first. Davis lifts the stick, and puck stays in the zone. Top of the circle for Davis. Tries to shovel it over to O'Neill. Now finally they escape into center ice. Dornbos and Reinhardt are back. Shot through traffic, and that goes off the pad off the blocker of Avery up into the corner. Reinhardt battling for it against the wall. Comes out of the zone. Sawyer lifts it, lowers his shoulder. Davis holds the zone, gets it to O'Neill. O'Neill in the corner. Now they try to work it up the wall, but Davis is right there to intercept. Puck scoots down to Tolanen. Tolanen tries to hit Reinhardt on the far side, but misses. And icing is waved off. Intercepted by Carlson. Carlson in close. Schmitz Tries to go for a big hit, but bounces off the boards and stays down for a minute. Comes out to Krisak. Krisak tries to cut towards the middle. Now Radke back. He'll pick up the puck. Walks into the zone. Loses the puck. Krisak picks it up. Backdoor Radke. Radke tries a one-timer. He had all sorts of time. They'll roll a shot in on Avery, and that'll give them a chance to reset. 8:53 remaining here in this third period. Now it's Nelson to take the draw with Hurst and Heilman. Comes over to Hurst. Hurst tries to get it back to Nelson. Hurst picks up the puck. Moves it up to Heilman. Heilman at the red line, now blue line. Heilman in, shoots low and hard, but it is held. 8:38 remaining. Nelson wins the draw to Heilman. Heilman's shot gets deflected into the corner, comes out to the top of the zone. It does exit the zone. So Sabres are offsides. They'll have to tag up. And they do. Forecheck comes back. And the Sabres hold it in the zone. Now here comes Jackson Hurst. Jackson Hurst makes a move towards the net, gets bodied off the puck. Heilman into the corner. Radke times that poke check well, dislodges the puck, leaves it for Gaston. Radke picks up the puck, and he'll skate it across the red line, across the blue line, fakes a shot, fakes a pass, and he's into the corner. As he waits for his line mates to change, we'll roll the puck down low. Davis picks it up behind the net, circles. Radke heads off for a change as they are making line changes. Davis holds on to the puck, cross ice, tries to hit Dornbos as he's coming on. Maybe he thought Reinhardt was going to make his way towards the net. Now Davis from behind the net shields the puck, lifts it out of the zone to center ice. Sawyer lifts a stick. And he's at the red line, so that's not icing. Now O'Neill into the corner. Davis picks it up. Davis and O'Neill battling for the puck behind the net. And Reinhardt directs it back across ice where O'Neill was waiting for it. O'Neill over to Reinhardt. Reinhardt battles his way through traffic from the dot. Reinhardt shoots, gets deflected up into the netting. We get a whistle as that puck is out of play. Sabres change up their forwards. Now it's Krisak, Carlson, and Schmitz. And Reinhardt and Dornbos back on D. Krisak wins the draw over to Schmitz. Schmitz moves out to the point for Reinhardt. Reinhardt gets it down to Schmitz. Schmitz makes a move towards the net. Schmitz with all sorts of time and space. Lays it off the boards for Dornbos. Dornbos walks the line, gets it over to Reinhardt. Reinhardt down to Krisak. Krisak lays it down low for Carlson. Carlson finds Reinhardt and Schmitz battling in front. And we get a whistle as that puck got covered up and frozen. So Carlson, Schmitz battling in the blue paint. Next five up for the Sabres. It's Nelson, Yzerman, Heilman, Gaston, and Tolanen. Nelson got it over to Heilman. Heilman made a move towards the net. Now Heilman from the half wall finds it for Yzerman. Yzerman, with his back to the net, moves it over to Tolanen. Puck rings around the boards to the far side. Gaston is there. Pulls it from the top of the circle to the top of the dot. Gaston works it down low. Nelson there to help. Nelson and Gaston battling in the corner. That's going to roll in on Avery, and he will cover. 5:28 remaining here in this third period. Sabres with a 5-goal lead. Now the Sabres have Davis, O'Neill, Sawyer up front. Radke and Dornbos back on D. 5:28. Puck drop. Davis on the dot. Radke from behind the net. Tries to get it up to O'Neill. They poke it out to the point. O'Neill chasing. They'll shoot. Blocked shot by Radke. They chip it ahead for O'Neill, and O'Neill is off and running. Puts on the brakes. Slides it ahead for Radke. Radke walking in. Forehand, backhand, goal. That's just pure speed. My goodness. What a feed from Will O'Neill. Gets it to Radke. And he just tucks that one in. Nonchalant. So that's 2 goals by the defenseman jumping up into the offense, recognizing an opportunity. Now Davis will skate it up. They're just going to let him keep moving. This is crazy. Somebody stop that man. They bring it around the boards for Dornbos. That goes off his skate out to center ice. And Gentry will get the puck down low. Dornbos to it first. Comes over to O'Neill. O'Neill takes a bump, but it comes to the stick of Davis. Radke looks up ice. Wings it across ice to O'Neill, but a little too far ahead of him, and it goes off the stick of O'Neill into the Gentry bench. 4:15 remaining here in this third period. And we got running time, so with a 6-goal lead, that makes it easy on this cameraman to not have to realize, oh man, I didn't start the clock. Now Tolonen. Mohawks over the blue line. Heilman from the point. He'll rip one. That gets shouldered up over the crossbar. Reinhardt collects the rebound. They'll shoot through traffic. Avery with a pad save. And they tap it ahead for Heilman. Now Heilman across the blue line. He'll rip a shot, but that is held. Running time here with the 6-goal lead in the third period. I'm pretty sure I got the clock at home that you can see synced up pretty well with the in-arena clock. Krisak will take the draw. Carlson and Schmitz to his right and left. Reinhardt and Tolonen back on the blue line. Puck to center ice. Dylan Schmitz gets it back into the zone. Now to Krisak. Krisak will try to evade one. Now here comes Fletcher Reinhardt. Blue line, red line, blue line. Reinhardt in. Puck goes wide. Reinhardt will lay it off the boards for Carlson. Carlson with all sorts of time and space. And he'll rip a shot right into the goalie's belly button. Nelson, Heilman, Yzerman, Radke, and Gaston out. Nelson on the draw. Puck into the corner. Comes out for Gaston. Gaston wraps it around the boards. Heilman gets to it first. He'll move it into the far corner where Yzerman is there first. Now it comes out to Gaston. Quick reflex save there by Avery. And Avery gets a glove on it. Ooh. Big defensive stand there by 13 Evan Radke as he was getting moved all over the ice. Next 5 up for the Sabers: Davis, O'Neill, Sawyer, Dornbos, and Tolanen. Into the corner for Tolanen. Tolanen had Sawyer breaking on the far side, opted to spin it back around. Now O'Neill puts it on a tee for Davis, and Davis made a move right at the blue line, and Sawyer was offsides. Neutral zone draw here for the Sabers. Davis on the dot, wins the draw back to Tolanen. Tolanen over to Dornbos. Dornbos feathers it ahead for Sawyer. Picked up by Davis. Davis finds O'Neill. O'Neill shot, goal. So Will O'Neill fires one right over the shoulder up into the corner. What an assist. All right, that'll do it for as the clock is still running. The Sabers make their way back, and I don't think they'll be able to drop this puck with 7 seconds left. So Sabres go 3-0 on the season on this 7-0 win. Let's see, goals in this game. The last one was by O'Neill. The 6th goal was by Radke. The 5th goal was by Schmitz. The 4th goal was by Sawyer. 3rd goal was by Reinhardt. 2nd goal was by Sawyer. And the 1st goal was by Davis. Wow. I'm so impressed with myself being able to go back through and name all those goals. Anyway, Sabres are back in action next week. So stick around. By all means, subscribe to the channel. Help boost our subscribers so that we can get more features unlocked with this YouTube channel. Thanks for joining us. Go buy your Hockey Day Minnesota tickets.